That gets us going once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Good running, strong and purposeful. Can he finish? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Mbappe just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Llorente. Olise. Tchouaméni. That's going wide left. Very nicely done. And it's Wan-Bissaka. He's in a great position here. Oh, that was vital.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Olise. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Can he get it through? Olise. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Eder Militao.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's come loose. Rabiot! Llorente. And it's Van Dijk. Nuno Mendes. Now João Neves. Olise. Now it's Haaland. That's good running with the ball. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. João Neves. João Neves. Tchouaméni. And it's Rabiot. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 22.
So we have movement on both benches.
8. Le numéro 20. Le numéro 21.
Kubasi.
Le numéro 18.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
Le numéro 6. Le numéro 11.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
Le numéro 9. Le numéro 13. Le numéro 27.
Ah, such a clever touch. That's good play. Bruno Guimaraes. Quality ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Messi. Olise. Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Messi. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Messi. Olise does really well to win the ball there. And they win it back again. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Thuram. And this is Dembele. Now, can they get him away? And it's made... He's having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vinicius Junior. For Olise. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passing nice and neat. That is lovely.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Saliba. Van Dijk, tidy with his distribution.
Temps additionnel.
So just
Une
one
minute.
extra minute for stoppages. Rodgers. Gravenberg. And that is that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Mesdames et messieurs,
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
João Neves. And here's Dembele.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need...
Haaland! He's done very well to get to that.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Header comes in! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this is Dembele. Oh, it's Dembele! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's a decent clearance. Quarter of an hour played. And here's Haaland. Oh, that's a fine interception. And that's been intercepted.
That's great.
Haaland! Showing good feet. Another chance from a corner. France have their second corner now. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's quick to get rid. Played towards the other side.
Good switch, that.
He's played it back. And it's Mendes. And he's worked it through. Llorente. And here's Haaland. Oh, this is a great position. João Neves!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Haaland. And here's Mbappe. Knocks it out wide. That's an imaginative pass. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Rabiot does really well to win the ball there. Rabiot. France have it back and can go again. And that's gone loose. Olise, great ball, chance for a shot! Goal, France! And we have liftoff! so smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Olise. That's a cute ball. Oh, it's a great ball here. Great chance! That's another chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. This is their second corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And it's Van Dijk. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Haaland. Foot in. It's run loose here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Haaland. Llorente. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Eder Militao.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Defending was strong and firm. Van Dijk with the foul. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Olise. Haaland. Olise. It's a searching pass. No, it's come to nothing. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Namdin currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Down to business again.
Namdin really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
No, didn't quite have the weight on it. That has not gone well. Haaland touches it back. Oh, well played, well played. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Llorente. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Quality ball. João Neves. And this is Dembele. This is a promising build-up. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Rabiot. Llorente with a definite fell there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Rabiot. Played into space. That's been slipped through. Oh, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Namdin still behind thanks to that solitary strike. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He leaps for it! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Oh, good effort! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Mbappe being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Olise, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Haaland. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Namdin are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
That's good play. Now it's Haaland.
That's good play from him.
He is through here. Rabiot. Bellingham wins the duel this time. João Neves. And it's Bellingham. Haaland tries to pass it through. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, they've got it again, and here's Haaland. Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mbappe!
Namdin really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well, now here's a good battle by chance! Well taken goal. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 20.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Le numéro 8.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That for
Finish! Oh, it's come loose.
Le numéro 11. Messi.
It's out of play, and it is a goal
Le
kick.
numéro 3. Attention, changement.
Saliba. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's going wide left. Rice. Messi. Tries one from range. Corner number 4 coming up here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Haaland. Oh, shooting chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
They're up to 5 corners now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Beraldo. Now Brendan Rodgers. Now that's well seen too. And it's Messi. Goes for the shot! And that's off target. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Chers spectateurs, je vous demanderai de bien vouloir déposer vos détritus dans les poubelles à votre disposition. Merci beaucoup.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. And he has been fouled there. Llorente, and it's Bruno Fernandes. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions, and he can deliver too.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And that's gone loose. Nicely weighted ball. Now, can they get him away? Delivered low. Decent chance, made possible by a very decent ball.
Oh, he may have snatched at that, Peter. The ball came in at a pace, and at a good height too. He only needed to redirect it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
So it's going to be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Llorente. And he whips it in. Saliba gets it away. Little pass back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Eder Militao promptly onto that, and that is that. Forced to go back. He's having a hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Namdin have their third corner. Getting up there! And he's there to belt it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
France have reclaimed it. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Llorente. And here's Mbappe. Looking for the run. It's a pretty loose pass. Still goalless at the moment. Very nicely done. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tries a shot! And one more try! Deftly away. And that has left him in a heap. Gravenberg.
France definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And it's Tchouaméni. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Rabiot. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's on it, can he get away? And he's chosen to go back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
That's the keeper's ball. Olise. Bellingham. Bellingham. Now João Neves. João Neves! Fantastic from João Neves! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And France are in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
France have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt.
Takes a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Namdin get their fourth corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Haaland picks it up out wide.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He'll try from distance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Olise really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
No, he's not getting his way this time, and he's managed to get free. Haaland. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Haaland. Haaland gets on his bike and on the move. Now the ball's gone astray. Rabiot. Bruno Fernandes. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Neves. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Oh, that's superb. Big chance! And a neat finish! And this is... And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Away we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Namdin, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, lovely bit of skill. That is good strength. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Vinicius Junior needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
João Neves. Bellingham has been caught there, it's a foul. And it's Mendes. Tchouaméni wins the duel this time. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Namdin do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Tchouaméni. Rabiot. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's under a lot of pressure there. Now it goes for a shot! And it's been hooked away. Bruno Fernandes. Chance! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Changement pour la France. Le
They're
numéro
up to
20,
5 corners now.
le numéro 21, le numéro 18, le numéro 8, le numéro 22. À leur place, le numéro 10, Lukaku, le numéro 13,
Namdin
le numéro
ordered
15,
another corner.
le numéro 11, Messi,
Corner
le
count is
numéro 6.
rising. That's 6.
Attention, changement.
Cleared away. Messi is fouled. Wan-Bissaka. That is ended up in no man's land. Bruno Guimaraes. Passes short and sharp. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Rice. And it's made its way to him. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, well played. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Saliba gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Great chance here from position A1.
Well, to be honest, he thrives on this type of opportunity. Training ground rehearsals make him see these situations as a welcome challenge.
"75 minutes played.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Looking for options, for movement. Shoots! Well, now it's a... And again! Relentless!